Okay, this video is on conjugates. It's on page 623 in your textbook. If you want to follow along in the examples, you'll see the word conjugates in yellow towards the bottom of the page. I want to remind you first, though, about the difference of two squares when we were doing the polynomials unit. And if we were to FOIL this, we would get a squared minus b squared, because we would get plus ab minus ab, and those would cancel out. Conjugates are going to work very similar. They're going with rationalizing the denominator. So you're going to be dealing with a radical expression. For example, the square root of 5 plus the square root of 2. Well, the conjugate for that is going to be the square root of 5 minus the square root of 2. Because if we were to FOIL this, we would end up getting the square root of 5 times the square root of 5, so that's 5, minus the square root of 10, plus the square root of 10, minus 4, 2. Okay, these will cancel, so we'll still end up then with integers. That is our goal. When we're rationalizing the denominator, we want to end up with an integer. Okay? So if I gave you the square root of 3 plus the square root of 7, okay, and you needed to come up with the conjugate, we would decide that it's the square root of 3 minus the square root of 7. Okay? All right, we're going to turn to page 624, and we're going to do some rationalizing of the denominator using conjugates. Okay? Example 5 is there for you to look at. Okay? And it's similar to what I just did. So we're going to look at Quick Check 5, Part A. 4 over the square root of 7 plus the square root of 5. Okay? You can't have radicals in our denominator, so we need to rationalize, and we're going to need to use the conjugate. So the square root of 7 minus the square root of 5. And on top, we will do the same thing, the square root of 7 minus the square root of 5, because this right here needs to be the value of 1. Okay? So what did I tell you? What's going to happen here? We're going to end up with 7 minus 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. And on top, we're going to take 4 and we're going to distribute it to each side. So 4 times the square root of 7 plus 4 times the square root of 5. That's plus minus, my bad. Okay? All right. So, can I simplify that at all? Yes. 2 will go into 4 2 times. So, it ends up being 2 times the square root of 7 minus 2 times the square root of 5. Okay? Do you want to try one more? Let's try C. Quick check 5C. Negative 5 over the square root of 11 minus the square root of 3. Okay? The conjugate, square root of 11 plus the square root of 3. Square root of 11 plus the square root of 3. This becomes 11 minus 3. 11 minus 3 is 8. 8 becomes our denominator. And we have negative 5 times the square root of 11 minus, 5 times the square root of 3. Or you could have said plus negative 5 times the square root of 3. Okay? Conjugate.